Yo, my brothers, you guys already know. You guys see the title. We cannot work a 9 to 5 job at all. There's something about it where you're in a workplace and there's so much rules and expectations and just a sense where you cannot be your real authentic self. And just by that alone, already is putting you in a limited version of your true self. It's like we're operating at 25% capacity while being more exhausted and drained because of us accepting to work at a place that is like sandpaper to our soul. I know when I worked before, I used to be a banker, and I'm a very hardworking employee, but dude, I just can't do it. I like to be free. I like to speak the way I want to speak, and a lot of times it could trigger customers or managers because I'll see corruption and I'll be exposing things, and just working at a place with so much rules, it's like a slow death. And you guys already know, like, for you guys to be watching, you guys aren't meant to work a job under surveillance, under strict guidelines, and expectations that don't really align with your soul. You don't even care about it. See, when we walk away from a job, it's like we'll literally be attacked by stigmas. And what I mean by this is like when you tell somebody that you don't have a 9 to 5 job, they automatically assume that you're dumb, that you are not worthy of a job, that you need to go get a job. See, these are the same people that have spent most of their life working, and then later when they are, in their 60s, 70s, 80s, they're miserable because they spent most of their life working and being miserable and not actually being creative and being their real self and being fully expressive in the way that they truly want. So they will pass down their negativity or pass down the program that they're not even aware of to us. And it's actually us that are intelligent enough to realize, holy shit, I can't work a 9 to 5. It's just not me. Like we can offer so much more to the world than trading our time, our energy for nothing. Real abundance comes to us when we are in our creative, authentic self because we're creative being. We came from sexual energy. Sexual energy is creative force. We're meant to create shit. And everybody has a different type of energy. Everybody has a different type of spark and passion. And all you have to do is simply spend time with yourself in solitude and get to know ourselves more in order to realize what you truly desire. But if we are spending most of our time working a 9 to 5, man, when we come home, we have no fucking energy left for ourselves. That's the real trap. So it's like a loop because you only have enough time to sleep and then go back to the same system that's siphoning your energy so that way you cannot create shit. So that way you're always constantly in this loop. You see? What the system does not want you to do is to really be your real self and create shit. That's what they fear the most. Because the moment you start creating shit, the universe will reflect back abundance back to you. Because the higher you raise your frequency, really the easier life becomes. But when we are constantly trading our time and energy away, now we have low energy. We're always going to feel miserable and we're going to live a life full of poverty. This is the biggest trap. We are meant to live, to be present. Fuck a 9 to 5 job. And there should be no guilt and shame to say this. I used to have some shame and guilt by saying that because it's like this you get attacked by the stigma. But the same stigma is the same people that were tricked and have traded most of their life, their energy, their time for really nothing. See, we can live now. I always enjoy coming out in nature barefoot in the morning. When I was working 9 to 5 jobs, you see, everybody's in a car, everybody's in traffic, everybody's away from nature, everybody's not even looking at the sun. And that's why this whole world's sick because 7 to 9 is critical time. That's when the sun rises. And when the sun rises, we're actually supposed to be with the sun and also in nature, barefoot. That's where your battery is like charged up. And they probably know this already, which is why they want to create a system around that time to keep us away from being charged up, being energized naturally. Because if we're too charged up and too energetically, feeling good, then the whole illusion collapse. When everybody starts feeling good and they start to raise their consciousness, then they will actually do things that they really like. And when everybody starts doing things that they really like and are present, dude, wealth freaking transfer. We all then become abundant. The matrix is really about your consciousness. If they can steal your consciousness, if they can steal your awareness, if they can steal your intelligence, then they really control your whole life while at the same time we may not even know it. But the moment we become really conscious, connected, aware, unified, yo, then we take back our power. We're now with God. And I know some of you may say, oh, but what about money? I gotta survive and this and that. Well, if you keep working for a job, you would have wasted all your life. You would have literally wasted your whole purpose. But if you start to do things for yourself, spend time out in nature, be with the sunrise, preserve your sexual energy, dude, you're with God. You're with the universe. So how could you even be poor? You could not. It would be impossible. You'd be full of life, full of vitality, full of energy. You would literally be guided. Your intuition will basically be telling you to do things that you normally would not be even able to think about while if we were still being drained at a job. But the moment you pull back all your energy, your intuition will basically guide you in your purpose. It will start telling you to do new shit that you never even thought of. And those new shit that you do will basically open portals for new doors and new opportunity that will generate way more wealth and abundance that you could have ever imagined. Right? That's the shit that they do not want us to know. We are powerful beings and we just have to protect and preserve this energy and use this energy for the higher purpose and not just be mechanical and not just give it and trade it freely for something that they can print on a computer. They could see they don't really care about the money. They just use that as a tool to weaponize us to do shit that we normally would not be able to do. They actually do not care about the money because they can print the currency at any time they want. They control the currency. What they cannot control is you living your life. Once you wake up and you live your life, then you're literally destroying and collapsing the illusion of this system. And we can live our life right now in the present moment. Thank you.